How many discounts does USAA Auto Insurance offer? Too many to say here. Multi-vehicle discount, safe driver discount, new vehicle discount, storage discount, legacy.
How many discounts will you stack up? Tap the banner or visit USAA.com/auto discounts. Restrictions apply.
Today, we're discussing the after dark events that take place at Disneyland Park, as well as we have trip reports from Kat, Aljon, and myself.
Dining at Disney podcast.
Welcome to the Dining at Disney podcast. I am Kristen, Disney foodie and Orlando destination specialist.
I'm Aljon Go, lifelong Disney, Marvel, Star Wars fan, pop culturist. Hello.
And I'm Kat, experiential producer, film historian. I'm dwindling my supply of Bucky nuggets. Just out of stress. I brought Bucky nuggets home with me, and usually they last. This time, they're not lasting. So
It's okay.
We're struggling today. We're struggling.
Okay.
We've been gone for a minute. I've been gone for a minute. We got a lot to go about today, but first and foremost, how are you guys doing?
Well, I have to say, I am glad that you can eat Buggy nuggets.
Kristen can't talk today. She almost
Bucky
said fart.
Nuggets.
She almost said fart in the middle of the intro.
No.
Bucky nuggets.
Oh my gosh.
Bucky nuggets.
The salted caramel ones.
I love the beaver nuggets. So
I'm
good.
sorry, beaver nuggets.
Yes.
Yes.
We know what you're saying.
Those are so good.
Don't we
The
still have a
best.
bag of them somewhere? We grab a
No.
couple. No, you gave them to your sister. I'm gonna have to steal them from your sister.
No, we didn't. We didn't pick up any this trip.
Oh, I can't believe
I
it.
made a
I can't believe
special
it.
I know.
request to my parents. I was like, if you stop at Bucky's and you don't bring me Bucky nuggets, I will be choosing violence.
Well, we both just recently came back from our trips to Walt Disney World, and we had a great time. Kids had a great time. It's been super crazy. Now we're back in the swing of things, and now we have a big Easter weekend, so everybody's just kind of chilling. And yeah, the kids are growing up fast. They are growing up fast.
Yeah.
And
Both of
yeah,
them made nice crashes on their scooters today.
they both
Oh,
skinned their
boy.
knees and their elbows, so we were
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
bloody mess. They don't know how to use the brake on their little scooter.
I
Oh,
love it.
I know. Just so crazy. They are just so crazy. But little boy ended up riding on the Guardians again. And they
Fun.
both did. They both did. And the
Loved
first
it?
time, well, yes, they loved it. The first time he left and he was crying. It's like, oh, I think it's just because of the adrenaline that rushed through him because he was going so
Of
fast.
course.
And I looked next to him and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, literally literally looks like he's going through a jump portal, from Guardians with his like his face just looks like it's been, all taken back, just like Yondu. And so his eyes were bugging out. And then of course he finally leaves the little shuttle and he's both feet are on the ground, and then he just bursts into crying. And it's like,
Of course.
I want to ride again.
My gosh.
Oh, Lord have mercy. And then
That's amazing.
Chris and I rode Tron Light Cycle Run for the first time.
Uh-huh.
And it was great, but the kids are like, this is the first ride where they were denied, like they're too short to
Too
ride.
short.
Too
Yeah.
small.
Course,
So
too small.
we did the parent swap.
But they were not happy. Not happy. It's like, I can't wait to be tall enough to ride the ride.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
Me too.
yeah. But we had a good time. So we'll talk about that in our trip. But I thought I'd get that out of the way about the kiddos and the rides.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
How about you?
Oh my gosh. Well, I didn't have any kiddos with me this time, unfortunately. It was just me and mom and dad, which is basically like having two children most of the time. But so we're at the hotel. I get a phone call. It's my brother. And he goes, Leo wants to talk to you. And I was like, okay. And I just hear Leo go, FaceTime in the background. And I was like, oh God. So they FaceTime me. I answer. He grabs the phone from my brother. He's 2.5. He grabs the phone from my brother and goes, Auntie Kat, I need wishables.
Oh boy.
And I was like, you need what? He's like, I need wishables. And I was like, okay, what is it? Tell your mom to send me a picture of whatever you want and I'll figure it out. And he was like, wishables. They're cars. They have Queen. They have Mater. I need all of them.
Mm-hmm.
He's 2.5. And I was like, okay. And Katie's like, he doesn't need all of them. They're like blind boxes. You can't even pick which ones he's going to get. And I was
That's right.
like, whatever. So they send me on this wild goose chase. I must have gone to 6 places to find these things.
Oh, boy.
I went to every toy store at downtown Disney, at Disney Springs. I went to every place they had toys at Epcot.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, we go to Magic Kingdom. It's my last day. We go to Magic Kingdom, rope drop, and we walk into the Emporium, and the girl was on the floor in front of the display putting them out. And she only had 20 of them total. And I took 3. And she was like, do you just want to buy the box? And I was like, do I just want to buy the box? I don't know. Do I just want to buy the box?
Yeah.
And my mother was like, no, you do not want to buy the box. I was like, no, I do not want to buy the box. I just want 3, please. Thank you. So
That's
I buy the 3. I send them
goes.
home. I send them home with my mother so Leah can open them. He opens the first one. It's Lightning McQueen. And he goes, I already have this one. He's 2.5.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I was like, okay. And he's like, next time, Auntie Kat. And I was like, oh my God, do you know that I'm a sucker? You know that I'm a sucker. Because I also sent him back. I also sent my mother back with a Peterbilt truck, the Disney like resort bus.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, yeah, whatever, Leo. Just tell me what you want. I'll figure it out. And now I'm Dapper Day. I got to go find Bluey nonsense.
Yep.
But I was dying. I need wishables. And I was like, I don't even know what you're talking about, little man, but okay, I guess.
Yeah, you said that, and I already knew what it was. It's like those darn blind boxes. We did the same thing over the Japan pavilion. We were like trying to get those little bubbles that they have, the bubble toys that are in the little dispenser. You know, they have the little blind toys that they have in there.
The gotcha, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I'll be darned if some of those things were just sold out of stuff. I'm like, I can't twist this thing, you know. In Japan, it's all the rage. You go there, it's like everything comes in a little blind box. Everybody has little keychains attached to them, little
like,
key things.
Is this?
And then, you should have seen me looking for some Labubus.
Oh God, no, I can't do Labubus.
That was horrible. The line
Sorry.
outside of Pop Mart in Japan was like freaking long, and I was like, and my friend from work was like, my daughter, she's in high school, and she's like, get me a Labubu. So we went to go downtown, and literally it was like, oh my gosh, they're sold out of Labubus.
I don't get it. They're ugly.
I can't do it. I can't do it. They're getting a movie. I can't do it.
At some point.
But yeah, we were dying. Like literally, he's 2.5. He had us running all over of central Orlando trying to find these wishables. I was like, whatever.
There you go. Disney's going to find a way. Blind box mania crazy, you know?
Truly.
I remember
young.
What was it? I remember when they started pin trading. This year marks 20 years of pin trading, right, Kristen? Or is it 30 years?
26?
26 years of pin trading. So I remember when we started
20, I think it was 25 is what their all the stuff said.
Okay, 25 years.
Yeah, because it started for the millennium.
Got it. So 25 years of pin trading, and then Vinylmation came out, 15 years ago?
Yeah.
Something like that. Crazy.
Oh,
and
no,
we still have a bunch of that. I know, right? But literally the Vinylmation started the whole pop vinyl craze that Funko Pops are still doing it, man. Unbelievable, right?
Huge.
It's freaking huge. I mean, we have Funko Pops back here, tons of them. So anyway. Okay, guys, we are going to talk about Disney food today. Other than our trip reports, we do have some cool updates, yes?
Oh, wait. One more thing before we jump into this, because I want to hear if you guys what the plan is.
Okay.
D23 tickets went on sale this week.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
They're not sold out.
I saw that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I got an email today that said tickets still available for all days.
Wow. That's the first.
It might be the first time I've ever gotten an email like that.
August.
Yeah, saw that too.
Well, gang, for the uninitiated, let's do talk about Disney D23 because it's very timely. You mentioned that for the first time. Let's share the screen here, gang. So, August 14th, 15th, and 16th in Anaheim, D23, the ultimate fan event. We've been to many. We've been to many for sure. And so there we have it, gang. It's crazy. Who wants to does anyone want to talk a little bit about it? Because I know the Disney Legends thing is a thing.
Yeah, yeah. 3 days convention, like Comic-Con, but specifically Disney, if you've never heard us talk about it before. Disney Legends this year, the ones that are gonna get honored, some of them are important to me specifically because the Jonas Brothers are included on that list,
That's
and
right.
obviously, that's really what I care about, is Jonas Brothers.
Yes.
But a lot of people are getting honored this year. A lot of, like, really interesting things are happening. They're gonna talk a lot about what's coming up, for park expansion, any kind of content that they've been making, that kind of thing. And usually it's one of those conventions that sells out, like, in the first hour.
hmm
So to see them trying to still push tickets after day one is unusual. It's
Yes,
very
Yeah.
unusual.
that is.
So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna do my best to attend, but I did not get tickets.
Yeah.
The Legends, I'm just looking to see where the Legends
Well, I know The
It is
Rock.
Chris
thing is.
Berman. I
There
can
you
read
go.
it. It's
Yes.
Go
Chris
ahead.
Berman, Jerry
Yes.
Bruckheimer, Susan
Yes.
Egan,
hmm
Eric Goldberg,
Yeah.
Anne Hathaway,
Love,
Bob Iger, shocker,
obviously.
Kim Irvine,
Favorite.
Dwayne Johnson, Jonas Brothers, Lin Manuel Miranda, and Alan Tudyk.
Ugh,
All good.
some greats.
Absolutely. Nice to see Susan Egan getting her
She deserves it.
just
Yeah.
desserts.
It's long overdue.
Long overdue. I think she should have been inducted with the rest of the princesses, don't you think?
I agree.
But that's okay. All in due time. And so it's going to be fun. There is nothing like it. I love the D23 Expo. I love the food events that usually go down there. They usually have a bunch of cake and drinks and great merch and all kinds of awesome stuff to get into. I mean, if you're a cake decorator, there's like tons of cake decoration, booths and stuff like that where people can, just do a bunch of stuff for Disney. So if you're a Disney foodie and you want to check that out, I mean, hey, there's a lot of other cool programming and stuff to check out. One year we even had Joey Fatone do a live demo, which was kind of nice, right?
Mhm.
Yes, that video is on YouTube, on Dining at Disney's YouTube page.
Super cool. Well, I love the D23 Expo and I will miss it, but I will love it. And I just can't think maybe when people know more about the different movies and kind of panels that they might be hosting, maybe they'll feel like they're going to sell it out. Because honestly, maybe people just don't know that the event's happening because you got to think this is going to be happening right after Star Wars Grogu comes out, Mandalorian. Then they're going to be prepping for the next, Star Wars Starfighter film with Ryan Gosling, right?
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Then they have all the new Marvel stuff happening. Spider-Man.
Yep.
The new Spider-Man is going to be coming out. They've got Doomsday coming out at the end of the year. And then they just talked about Black Panther 3. They've got more stuff with Ryan Coogler. They've got another Avengers film, the X-Men stuff that's going to be coming out. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in Marvel and Star Wars that are happening, not to mention a bunch of Disney animation and live action. So,
Oh my god. Do you listen to The Big Picture with Sean Fennessy over at The Ringer?
no.
They were talking about the X-Men movie and
Mhm.
Marvel and, like, their updated slate, and he was like, maybe it's gonna be another 2 years before we get an X-Men movie. In 2 years, I could be dead in a ditch. I was like, what are you talking about? We're going to get X-Men news like in 2 days. Like, what are you? I could be dead in a ditch. Like, way to be dramatic, bro. It was so
I
funny.
know.
I was like, that's hysterical.
I honestly think we're not going to wait that long because there are
No.
unnamed Marvel projects coming from here and there. We
Oh.
know that the new Doctor Strange is going to be it's going to be filmed soon. We've got the new Black Panther they've been talking about. Of course, this Doomsday, we've got Secret Wars coming up after that. So there's a lot of stuff, and I know they want to cash in on X-Men soon. You know, there probably will be another Wolverine Logan movie, Wolverine and the Deadpool movie coming out. So
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it.
I mean, there's just too much money on the table for that, you know. So
do you think that this pricing is prohibitive? Have you looked at this at all?
Yeah, you want to see it? Let's look at it.
I'm looking at it right now. I feel like this is the reason why it's not sold out yet, but
it's a lot, gang. So one day afternoon only, $49. First of all, I think there's choice paralysis. For one, there's too many choices.
Yeah.
One ticket for one day. That's all you need. But once again, Disney is milking it for all for what it's worth, right?
Yeah.
D23 fan pass 3-day. What the hell does that mean? What the hell does that mean?
Why are there two options for the same price?
Okay, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
There's 2 tiers. So fan pass with no ultimate in front of it, you can only go to the convention center. You can't go to the Honda Center, which is where they're doing all of their big presentations. So if you buy the 49-day, 1-day pass, afternoon only, you can only go to the convention center, and I would assume it's only after 12 o'clock or whatever. To go to the Honda Center where they're doing the larger presentations, like the studios presentation, the Legends panel, you have to upgrade to the fan pass. And the fan pass
is the same price.
It's the same price for each day, but it's not the same price for each day because the price varies by where you sit at the Honda Center. If you scroll down the page a little bit, Aljon, there's an actual breakdown of like it varies by the tier of where you sit at the Honda Center for those specialty events.
Give me a break.
They've finally lost their mind, Kat. They have finally lost their damn mind.
I feel like this is absolutely insane. It's insane. It's insanity to me that they're doing this. And then on top of that is the ultimate preferred pass.
Oh, yeah.
Where you get all the other stuff and then something called an RSP opportunity, which I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
I gotta look that up because I was
random
like, what?
Selection process.
Random selection pass.
So the random selection process, or RSP opportunities for select limited edition pins with pricing ranging from $12.99 to $25.99 depending on location. So that
says $1,299.
Yes.
That's what like the Sorcerer Pass was back in the day, right?
Yeah, yes. That's basically what this is, except instead of getting all the stuff that you got with the Sorcerer's Pass immediately, that also is priced by where you sit at the Honda Center. And then also you only get a raffle, like you could maybe win this thing, but it's not guaranteed.
Not a fan.
This is crazy to me. This is like,
you know,
this is like we've lost the plot.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's part of it. People looked at this and then looked down below and were like, this is bonkers. Like, I don't want to do it. The other thing is, if they're doing the big event over at the Honda Center, some people may look at that and go, I just want to stay at the convention center, but I want to see those things. So why am I going to spend the money? Because I don't want to travel over there.
Exactly.
Because it's not like it's going to be easy breezy to get there. I mean, there's going to be traffic.
No,
it's going to be.
Oh my God. Do you not even like with regular base traffic, the entire Honda Center is under construction right now. They're down to one parking lot.
Oh, no. No.
So yeah, it's not a fun time to be over there.
It's honestly, that's not cool. It's just not fun when it used to be in the same place at the Anaheim Convention Center. That's what it's all about, man. You know, It's like San Diego Comic-Con, Hall H, rock and roll, get down and dirty. Everybody's there. The floor is awesome. This is what those cons are all about. And honestly, if you are selling out year after year, that means you can raise prices but keep everything in one place. Having everything spread out sucks. Nobody I've you we've all attended these conventions. I'm a huge C2E2 fan. I used to travel to C2E2 all the time. We did Celebration. We've done D23. And I can tell you, there's nothing worse than having to travel from one hall all the way to another hall to catch a panel, let alone having to go from the Anaheim Convention Center and go to the damn Honda Center.
It's great. It's crazy to me.
Let me get out of my booth where I'm holding everything in God's green earth in a tote bag, and then hop in my happy ass into a car, drive
This is what it's all about.
over there to the
boy.
Honda Center into God knows where parking and in the fray, into the sea of humanity, get out of my happy ass car, and then watch The Rock, and then come on back down to the convention center in traffic, try to find another parking space again.
Nope.
Or even the shuttle, even if they provide shuttle, which they, who knows if they provide
They
a
usually
minivan.
do provide a shuttle, but honestly, they just like discontinued all of the bus routes that go to Disneyland anyways, like the public transportation routes in Anaheim. So I'm like, what are you guys doing? What is this?
Yeah, and yeah. I mean, I will say that it's good, I guess, if you get a ticket in the Honda Center to sit down and know where you're going to be, instead of just like pile in and then first come first serve. So it's kind of like a Southwest flight, and then first people get in, or at least it was like a Southwest flight. But yeah.
Oh, where the people line up the night before.
Exactly. That was the whole thing. It's like you pretty much, if you bought a ticket back in the day for D23 and you wanted to attend a panel, you weren't going to do anything but that panel that day. That was it. Because you would spend all night camping out just to finally get in. You finally get in, like Bubba used to. Bubba and Taylor used to go and stay the night. I'm like, hell no.
I did it.
Yeah, you did it. You did it. And I'm just like, I'll be in the overflow. I don't care. I'll be there. It's just too much.
Yeah.
Because there's other things I want to do. I want to be in the panels. I want to be in the panels that are there. I want to rock over, to the merch booths and see all the cool stuff in the stands and stuff. But
now you have to even wait forever to get into a merch line. It's like,
yeah. Where's my fast pass?
What were you going to say, Kristen?
I was going to say, there's only one actor I'm going to spend the night camping out for Legends for.
That's when Patrick Dempsey gets his mouse ears as a Disney legend, right?
Didn't he already get it?
I think he already got his, didn't he? When we,
we went for that, right? We were there for that.
No.
That was before we went? It was like the first one?
No, it was
later
later
it was during the
on.
pandemic? It was during the pandemic?
I think it was the first one after the pandemic.
Okay, so we had the kids, and we couldn't go. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
There's always YouTube.
There's always YouTube.
2022.
Somebody will live cast and.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I do miss that.
It was 2022.
I really like the way it's Star Wars Celebration, where they have these live feeds. They may not necessarily have the panel televised, but they always have the actors and people come out in the middle of the audience and do a panel discussion, or talk to the fans, which I think is really cool. It's a good vibe. It's a really good vibe when people do that. And Marvel sometimes does that too at the different cons. New York Comic Con, San Diego, they have really cool stuff happen. But anyway, yeah, Disney D23, they're soaking you dry. They're sucking you dry of all that Disney magic, $1 at a time.
I still want to go. I'm still going to apply for the press pass, but I just couldn't see doing any of this. I just was.
Let me know what information you need, Kat.
I will. I don't think it's open. It won't open until closer to the window, but when I know, you will know.
Well, have fun.
Now let's talk about our real topic.
And well, before we get into
Okay.
the real topic, let's talk about your Disney travel deal before we get too outside of school here.
Wait. We got to talk about, let's talk about this food first, and
Okay,
then we'll
let's talk
talk
about
about
food.
the deal.
All right, that's
Okay.
fine. Go ahead.
So we now finally have the food for some of the after hours events that take place at Disneyland Park. The first one being Star Wars night. And the menu items for this will include over at Oga's Cantina, you can get the Pizza 5 Blossom Bread. Over at Jolly Holiday Bakery Cafe and Galactic Grill, there is the Galactic Bundt Cake. And you can get the Bantha Gogi at Edelweiss Snacks and Maurice's Treats. And I must say, this tumbler that they have with Grogu on it is so stinking cute, and it's one of my favorite colors. Like I want that.
I like
Adorable.
it. I like the Star Wars night hoodie too. Pretty dope.
Now we also have Pride Night foods as well.
Did you talk about the dates for Star Wars nights?
No, we talked about that. If you're looking for that, we covered all of that in a previous episode.
Got it.
Pride Night foods. There is the Santa Maria style tri-tipped sandwich, and this is going to be at a Hungry Bear Barbecue Jamboree, and it looks delicious.
Looks
It's
good.
new this year. You can get butterscotch beignets at Mint Julep Bar, and you can
Ooh.
also get rainbow cereal churro and a rainbow dipping sauce at Churros near Sleepy Hollow Castle, Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters, and Big Thunder Mountain Railroad.
It's good use of
And
pebbles.
right? And this looks amazing. It is jackfruit and mushroom loaded fries. This is plant based and available at Hungry Bear Barbecue Jamboree.
Nicely done.
And that is all of the food that we've got for that.
Very nice.
So on to the travel deal.
Very
I actually
good.
have 2 travel deals.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Let's back up the truck. Let's talk about Kristen. This week, you've got some awesome travel deals. What are they?
I have 2 travel deals. So the first one is a brand new. It is a special room offer for this summer, and it is available to Disney Plus members. So this is a Disney Plus perk, and this promotion is going to run from June 21st to July 1st. It's also July 5th to July 8th and July 12th to August 5th. And that's going to include the following resorts: All Star Sports, Port Orleans, Riverside, Art of Animation, Saratoga Springs, and Animal Kingdom Lodge. Now, another set is going to be available July 2nd to the 4th, July 9th through the 11th, and August 6th through the 15th. And this is going to be for those same resorts. It's just going to be slightly higher rate, just $10 or so more.
Nice.
So this can be booked now. So on to, there is a minimum of 2 nights stay required for that particular deal. Now, the next deal that I have is going to be a Disney dining plan deal.
Whoa.
It is to get this for free. And you can book a 4-night, 4-day Walt Disney Travel Company package that includes your room as well as park tickets with the park hopper option added to that. The arrival nights for this are going to be June 28th to October 3rd, October 19th to October 31st, so Halloween, and December 6th to December 21st. And if you were staying at a deluxe or deluxe villa, you will get the, as we call it, the basic Disney dining plan for free. And if you're staying at a value or a moderate, you're going to get the quick service dining plan for free.
Nice.
And you can book this now through April 30th through the end of this month. So you don't have a whole lot of time to book this.
All right, let's take advantage of those deals, gang. You're booking your next trip. Don't do it yourself. Have Kristen do it for you. Avoid all the stress and aggravation and take advantage of all these travel deals and more, as well as expert advice from someone that's been at the park a million times. Well, maybe not a million, but hundreds of thousands of times. You can go ahead and check out. Kristen, what is your email where people can get that free quote today?
It's going to be Kristen, Kristen, at magicaljourneystravel.com.
Tell them Dining at Disney sent you.
Yes, please let me know that.
K-pop Demon Hunters Haja Boys breakfast meal and Huntrix meal have just dropped at McDonald's. They're calling this a battle for the fans. What do you say to that, Rumi?
It's not a battle. So glad the Saja boys could take breakfast and give our meal the rest of the day.
It is an honor to share.
No, it's our honor.
It is our larger honor.
No, really. Stop.
You can really feel the respect in this battle. Pick a meal to pick a side.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At participating McDonald's while supplies last.
You know you need fiber for a healthy gut, but do you actually know how to get it? Quaker's been serving up fiber since 1877, with over 100 great-tasting, good source of fiber options to choose from. Whether you like old-fashioned oats, instant oatmeal, granola, or oatmeal squares, Quaker makes it delicious. So good. Get your fiber with Quaker. Shop Quaker's good source of fiber products at a store near you.
All right. Trip
Okay,
report
now we're going
time.
to talk about our trip report.
Yeah. Who wants to go first?
I'm going to let Kat go first.
Okay.
Okay. So I was in Orlando for a couple days with my parents. It was my birthday.
Yay, birthday
was
girl. Happy
so
birthday.
ridiculous. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm old. I've been
No.
old. I was born old and I continue to be old and I love every second of it. But we had some really fun things, a lot of things that were new to me, which doesn't happen very often and was lovely. I will say for my birthday, my parents asked me what I wanted to do, and I said, I want to watch The American Adventure and eat pickles. And I have absolutely zero regrets. Zero. It was impeccable. But
Well,
I
I'll
will
be
say
honest,
I had
it's one of the
what?
coolest places to be in a park when it's super hot. Is the
Oh my
American Adventure.
God.
First, you get the rotunda for the singers, and you get in and you chill out.
It wasn't even that hot, Aljon. I just wanted to hear Two Brothers. I wanted to hear
course.
Two Brothers. Two Brothers is the jam. Okay.
It is the jam. There's no doubt about that.
Never before and never again will a song about the Civil War slap so hard.
Dude, it is. It is a banger of a song.
It's incredible.
For sure.
It's
It is a
incredible.
banger.
It's incredible.
It
So
is a
good.
great song.
So good.
So I was very, very happy about that. But we did a lot of things that were new to me, a lot of things that were not a lot of things, but some things that were not so hot and a lot of things that were pretty great.
Oh, okay. So we want to start with the good before
Yeah.
we go to the bad and the ugly?
Actually, no, I'm going to start with the bad because it's going to be fast.
Okay.
Okay.
We went to the cake bake shop.
Okay. Oh, please.
It was not good. Let me tell
Oh,
you.
no.
It was not
really?
good. My parents both had the club sandwich. They had like a 14-layer club sandwich or something, and they both had it, and they both said it was fine. Their French fries were almost inedibly salty. I had a Caesar salad that was, I'm pretty sure bad. I had like 2 bites of it and was like, no, this isn't for me. I was not impressed with the price and what they claimed to be doing in there. I was not impressed with them.
Oh, no.
I was very pleasantly surprised that they had gluten-free bread and they had gluten-free options, but the options, just like the regular menu options, to me were not very impressive. So not my favorite. Not my favorite. It was really pretty in there though. So if you have like a little kid who's into like tea parties, try it out. But if you're like looking for an edible meal, maybe don't. Anyway,
Oh,
okay,
no.
so yeah, whatever.
Only go for
Other
the cake.
than that, yeah. Other than that, I had only good experiences. We went to the Beak and Barrel.
Yeah.
First time at the Beak and Barrel for me. I was very pleasantly surprised with the Beak and Barrel. We did not have anything to eat because right after the Beak and Barrel, we went to a lunch reservation, and I'll talk about that because that was exceptional. But the Beak and Barrel, I was just very pleasantly surprised. I loved the theming. I thought it was great. I thought the space was well utilized. My parents had gone previously to this, and they ate, and they said the food was great. The corn cakes looked really good. Someone near us was eating them. And they both had drinks, alcoholic drinks that were lovely and looked delicious. I just had Diet Coke. Very pleasantly surprised with this. The service was good. They're really pushing people through here. Really pushing them through.
Yep.
But it was lovely in there. The lighting was great. The enchantments were great. The staff was lovely. I have no negative things to say about this place.
Love it.
I definitely think it was well needed and well accomplished, and I think it's going to be popular for a long time.
We agree.
I wish it wasn't quite as popular as it is because it'd be nice to have an hour instead of 45 minutes because 45 minutes, especially because there's not a bathroom like nearby. So if you have like kids with you and they need to go to the bathroom, you just wasted a third of your time.
Yeah. That's the only bad thing. We didn't stay even close to the full 45 minutes. We had one drink and I was like, okay, I'm good. Let's go. But after that, we had lunch over at the Wailulu Lounge at the new Polynesian Tower.
Mm-hmm.
And it was spectacular. It was like the most surprisingly delicious thing I had the whole week. We did a couple of appetizers and the Loco Moco, crispy chicken wings, grilled shishito peppers with tahini, amazing, and the sticky pork ribs, which were stand out. They were incredible. And this place is like, it's really small. They have a bar, they have an indoor area. It's over at the Polynesian in the new tower, the new DVC tower, and it's just, the design is immaculate. The decor is immaculate. It's so beautiful, and the food was absolutely spectacular. I was not expecting anything from this. I really thought it was going to be like eating at the Kona bar and like they were going to serve me cold sushi or whatever, and I would just like be okay with it. It was exceptional. It was exceptional. I highly recommend this if you are over at the Polynesian, if you're going to the Polynesian, if you are out and you want a lunch. It was really good. It was really good. I was very, very pleasantly surprised.
Went there.
Yes.
And I wish we had. So very soon.
Next time. Because it was totally worth it. I was like expecting nothing from this. I was like, yeah, whatever. It's lunch. I don't care. We're going to have a poke bowl and we're going to go on a long walk and it'll be fine. No, we sat there for almost 2 hours, just like marinating in this food. It was so good. It was so good.
That is awesome.
And they had a Dole Whip sundae on their menu. They have the special Polynesian blend Kona coffee that was incredible. They have the Pog Sprite in their fountain there. Have you guys had this?
Not yet.
They have like specialty Pog juice Sprite in their Coke My Way machine.
Ooh. It's in the My Way
incredible.
machine?
Yes, it was incredible. It was incredible.
Amazing.
Yeah, so I was very pleasantly surprised. We ordered a couple appetizers, one main, and a dessert for the three of us, and it was more than enough food, and every single bite was delicious.
That sounds great.
Our like big dinner that my parents love to do is Toledo, so we did a Toledo evening over at the Dahlia. At the
Coronado Springs Destino Tower.
Yeah, Destino Tower. Dahlia is the bar. Destino Tower.
Yes.
And it's so good. Everything there is delicious. They're
Agreed.
really lovely about their allergy menu. We did the dinner for two and some warm olives for the three of us.
Oh, nice.
And it was
very nice.
Really great. The charcuterie was incredible.
We like
so
Toledo.
Good.
Yeah.
One of the like pintos, one of the small bites that they do for their first course was this like citrus poached tuna with some like cherry salsa. And it was just like one teensy bite of tuna. It was the highlight of the whole meal. It was so good. I was like, I just want that. I just want a dish of that, please. Thank you.
Yeah, Toledo's the bomb. Love that
Yeah,
place.
it's so good.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, outside of all the like crazy snacks that we ate, we ended up going to Geo-82.
Oh, yeah.
And it was gorgeous. We had a conversation a couple of weeks ago, although now it could have been 6 months ago. Time is nothing. About soft finishes and like the luxury of quiet. We talked about that.
Yes.
This place, the finishes were immaculate.
Yeah.
They were immaculate. The service was impeccable.
Mm-hmm.
The cheese board that we ordered was maybe the best cheese board I've ever eaten. It was so good. If you're watching right now, my dad ordered this drink. This is the
I did too. It's amazing.
You got this one?
It's so
Yes,
good.
Okay. Did you do the trick? Did you do the trick to take a picture of it?
What trick?
What trick?
Okay. I'm going to show it you on my phone because I blew the server's mind with this. But this is a trick that I'm going to say this and I'm going to sound like such a jerk. But this is a trick that was taught to me by the maitre d' at Club 33.
Oh.
Okay.
Where you take a picture, you put your phone light underneath the ice cube.
Yes.
And it lights up the mold of the ice cube. So it looks like the geodesic dome from Epcot is actually 3-dimensional in the photo because it lights up really beautifully.
Because they have a cold brand on it.
Exactly.
Stamp
and they do the same thing at Club 33. And I was like, I did it. And then our server was like, oh my God, how did you do that? And then everyone around us was like, oh, I have to do that. And I was like, yes, this is my contribution to the planet on my birthday. I'll teach everyone how to take a good cell phone photo.
That's so dope because I think they did that very same trick for this picture.
Yes. And I was like, here we go. This is perfect.
Very nice.
But this drink, my father was very impressed with this one. And my mom did another, which one did she do? The peach shrub whiskey smash.
Ah, yes.
Which apparently also was very good and came with a cookie.
Oh, nice.
I had the walk in the garden. It tasted like a compost heap. I couldn't finish it. But the Diet Coke, was spectacular. It was Seed Lip 108 non-alcoholic spirit, basil, fennel, lemon, orange bitters, celery bitters, and soda water.
Gotcha.
And it tasted like if you had made a salad and then put it down the disposal and then like drank the water out of the bottom of the sink.
That is
not to be like very graphic.
That is so descriptive.
But
wow.
Not to be very graphic about it, but it was not for me.
You didn't just say you didn't say just put
tier.
You didn't just say put a bunch of stuff in a blender and then drink it. No. You said put a bunch of trash down a disposal. That is
because it has that like slightly off taste because it's like non-alcoholic spirit, so it has that like you're drinking it and you're like, does it just taste this way or is it rancid? Like I don't understand. I was trying to have an open mind about this. We've talked about this Seed Lip stuff before too. I know. This is not a brand of non-alcoholic spirit for me. I prefer the Liar brand.
Got it.
This, for some reason, the Seed Lip one doesn't do it for me. The Liar one, yes, please. The pink whatever that used to be on all the menus, that was incredible. They're like fake gin. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Whatever this is, I'm good with just the Diet Coke. The Diet Coke and the cheese board, I was set.
Well, I hope you let him know.
I'm just going to go with the real gin.
Right? Yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm good. This cheese is delightful. This Diet Coke is just as bubbly as I want it to be. And I'm going to take this cup to go. And then I'm going to fill it with Beverly. So I'm winning on every front.
We literally talked about that cat. We was like, I wonder if anyone just goes and fills their cup up with drinks over there.
Anyone is me. My mom was like, I want a cronut from Starbucks. And I was like, great, order an ice water. And she was like, why? And I was like, just do it. And she was like, okay. So I drank the water, left the ice cubes, went to Club Cool and filled that cup from Starbucks with Beverly.
It sounds right.
And it was amazing.
Right.
It made me so happy.
And
It's
I told
funny.
Kristen, what are they going to do?
I'll find
Go.
these posts of people talking about how much they dislike Beverly
Oh my
and how
God.
funny it is to see people's reactions and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm one of those few people that doesn't mind Beverly. I was like,
I
but then
love
again, I also
Beverly.
like Campari. So,
But the
you
funny
I
know,
thing
love
is
it.
that I'm one of the people that just sit back and watch people drink
yes.
Beverly and just laugh because the look on their face is
So
like,
funny.
it's so funny. And I'll encourage people. It's like, have you tried the Beverly?
Try it. Go
Try
ahead.
it, please. Go ahead.
No.
Let me
And
watch,
I mean,
please.
I will go to the Coke bar at Disney Springs and pay for it. I will buy it there. I don't mind. That's the only place you can get it outside of Italy. So it just makes me really happy. And those things, those little like dumb things like pickles and the American Adventure and filling a Starbucks cup with Beverly like a fugitive on the lam. The highlights of my trip. So it was really lovely. It was a lovely trip. I feel like that's all the new stuff we tried.
Nice.
I am gonna say
Yeah.
for those watching or listening, it closes at 9, and when they say it closes at 9, they mean it closes at 9. So if you have an 8:30 reservation, I mean, you're gonna get to stay and watch the fireworks and finish your food or whatever, but there is no ordering. So if you have an 8:30 and it's delayed and you sit down, you may have only 15 minutes to order, and it's yeah,
That's
it's not
wild.
yeah.
We went at
Yeah,
11
though
o'clock in
we
the morning. We were the first seating, so that was not a thing. That was not a problem for us. But
nice.
that would be
We
really
did get to see
disappointing,
the
actually.
fireworks, but
That's good.
I got to order we got to order our first and only drink and food, and then he comes by before any of it arrives and was like, "Are you gonna want anything else? Because, this is the last time you can order anything." And we're like, "We just got here." So,
Yeah,
yeah. It may be good for a nightcap, but if you're wanting to actually, like, have more than one drink or eat and enjoy your food and that kind of thing, not really gonna happen.
interesting.
You mean interesting, you were there.
Yes, I was.
You say interesting like you weren't.
Well, we did it also. Well, Kat, it sounds like you had a great trip.
Oh, we did. We had a lovely time. I needed a vacation. I just barely got it. And I spent most of it eating and the other half of it looking for toys for a 2-year-old. So it was great.
Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Well, I can tell you that from my perspective, I thought we had a great time on our trip. It was probably one of the most enjoyable trips that we've had with our kids because they're at the age now where they really can enjoy it. And same with us because we're not just chasing them around and acting all crazy and stuff. I mean, yes, there is still some of that. We have our kids are 5 and 6, so there is that. But they had a
Mm-hmm.
great time. We also ate and drank at Geo-82. We did not have the barf bag explosion that you had,
They should
but
change the name to that, really.
I should. But I can tell you that I had the bourbon flight, and that was
Ooh.
delightful. That
Yeah, my mom was trying to
was
talk my
delightful.
dad into having that, but it was 11 o'clock in the morning, and he was like, I think not.
Well, yeah, it was really great. Well, first of all, as Kristen had alluded to, we got there. We were supposed to get there right before fireworks, but we're sat right as the fireworks had started. Basically,
Oh,
we ordered and we shut the place down, but it was really really good. So I will tell you that I had
We
the
did the charcuterie.
yes.
love.
So I'll tell you
Yeah.
first, just because I have the menu up, the exclusive Disney Select Bourbon Flight, $55, the best $55 you'll ever spend. The kids were at a sitter at our hotel, and we had an adult. We did some adulting, which was great, and I'm so glad we did. It was just a really good time. Uncle Nearest single barrel, Woodford
Mhm.
Reserve private barrel, Blanton's Gold Single Barrel and the Stag Private Barrel. My two favorite, I will tell you, I really enjoyed the Woodford Reserve Private Barrel and the Stag. Those are great.
Good.
But if you really, I mean, they're all very good, very smooth, sipping, a lot of smokiness, great flavor. Kristen, you had some of mine.
I did. The Woodford Reserve is the one that I like the best.
It's my favorite.
The first one you had was like, you take a sip and it like explodes in your mouth, and you're like, whoa.
That was Uncle Nearest Single Barrel.
It was too much. That was too much for me.
It is very bold. Yes.
I wouldn't do that one again. The Stag, you drank all of it, so I didn't get to try it.
I'm sorry.
But yeah.
Well, it was very good. If you're a big bourbon fan, you're going to love the Flight. Very, very good stuff. And by the way, those bourbons, I think they were specifically for Geo-82.
Yeah.
So very cool stuff indeed. And Kristen, what did you have? You alluded to it earlier.
I had the brown sugar. I can't remember the name of it.
The brown butter old fashioned.
That's it. Brown butter old fashioned. I was thinking it was brown sugar something. Okay.
Yeah,
Yep,
brown butter old fashioned. It was a Woodford Reserve double oaked bourbon, which is very good. I'm a fan of the Woodford Reserve. Also, brown butter maple, Hulla Cocktail Company Mexican chocolate bitters.
It was very good.
And that's what see here.
I would get it again. Except mine didn't have the orange around it. Mine just had 2 cherries.
The cherries.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was good. And we did the charcuterie, which was also excellent. Let's see. Where else do we want to talk about that we went?
Well, we also
I'm
ate
going
at
to do a
Raglan Road.
whole Yes, I'm going to do a whole thing talking about our experience with Flower and Garden. Did you do any of that while you were there, Kat?
I didn't end up doing many Flower and Garden options. We did Tonghulu because I have very specific interests, and Violet Lemonade,
of course.
And I think that might be it. I'm gonna not lie to you. We had dinner at Cooks of Dublin 2 nights, but we did no booths at Flower and Garden.
Wow. We did enough for y'all.
Yeah, so I'm going to do a whole thing on that separate from this. But we did do Raglan Road, which I think we should save that for another episode. We'll do a whole review on it because we have videos that we can use and show too from it.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, we had dinner at Cooks a bunch of times, so I can chime in on that one.
Oh, it's very good. We do like Cooks of Dublin. A lot of fun. But well, gang, do we need to wrap it up then?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. What else did you want to talk about?
Let's see what else. We did Flower and Garden, and that was a lot of fun.
What did you have at Flower and Garden? You said you had a bunch of stuff. Tell me about it.
We tried, I would say, more than half of the new food items. Pretty much what I did is like every place I went, I was like, we've got to knock out the new food. So we did a lot of that. I will say trying to remember the name of it. It was located over between the Land and Journey into Imagination, but they had this tuna poke bowl.
Oh, by the butterfly thing? Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It was like the best.
It was good.
It's the one thing I would tell anybody, like if you like sushi or poke bowls or anything like that, that is your must do, because I think that was probably my favorite item that I tried. It was really good.
I tell you what we did do in Magic Kingdom for the first time in a long time is we did Be Our Guest.
With the new menu?
Be Our Guest.
We did the new menu, the new prefix menu.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. You have to ask yourself, is it worth the $75 you spend on it, right, Kristen? You did a video on that. $72. Okay, $72.
I just feel that it's, to have it be $72 and have a French onion soup. I mean, I get the purpose of the French onion soup, but to have that on the menu, you could easily, if you're not picking the most expensive items from the options, I feel like you're wasting your money because you're definitely not getting $72 worth of food because your dessert options are brulee and gray stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's not overly expensive things to make for dessert.
Now,
And then
what
if
you're
you're
paying
gonna do
for,
something like chicken, which would be maybe $21, somewhere around that. And then French onion soup, say at most $12 for that. I mean, you're not gonna get it. You have to order the things like the filet mignon and that kind of stuff.
which I did.
It's a beautiful restaurant. I like to dine there because Beauty and the Beast is my favorite movie.
Mm.
But this restaurant is just it is kids don't eat 3 courses between the
No.
ages of 3 and 9, and for what you pay for them to eat, it's a to me, I feel like it's a waste of money. It's too expensive to bring kids there.
Yeah.
They need to
Is there another
significantly
is there another princess besides Royal Table?
Yes, there's Akashu.
Aqua
Well,
Shoes.
are you talking about Magic Kingdom?
Just in general, Akashu's, is it just Frozen though? Or is it other princesses too?
It used to be other princesses, and yeah. So I think there's that, and I want to say, where's the last princess dining?
They used to Does 1900 Park Fair, did they bring back Cinderella dinner?
1900 Park Fair has Mary Poppins and Tiana.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
that's the
that's
closest you're gonna get to
technically
another princess, yeah.
Yeah.
It used to be
Interesting.
Cinderella.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, right now, Cinderella's Royal Table, 1900 Park Fair, Akershus. And that is it, y'all. Oh, well, there is
Yeah.
storybook dining at Artist Point with Snow
Yes,
White.
with Snow White.
We've
Oh,
done
yeah,
that,
you're
and
right.
we do love that.
Okay.
And
That
so
one
that is
I
great.
feel is, like, worth the
Yeah,
money.
that one's great.
I love storybook dining. We did that last trip, and that interaction with Snow White and the Evil Queen, good stuff. Really good.
Yeah. Their presentation is really nice too.
It really
It's a
is. You're
beautiful
right.
restaurant too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's
Okay,
exactly
I
what
just
you
was
would.
trying to figure out like if this is the only place on property where you can meet Beauty and the Beast outside of like Belle's
Oh, but
Enchanted
you can't.
Tales.
You can't meet them. It's not
Not
character
at
dining.
Belle's?
The Beast will walk out,
And
and
that's
that's
what I
it.
don't
He
like.
walks through the dining room. There's no pictures, no autographs, no nothing. He
For
just walks through the dining room.
$72, he just walks by.
Yes.
He
gets
doesn't
to
even
use-
walk by every table. He just
No.
walks through like the main part of the dining room.
Well, it's difficult. I understand it's difficult, but usually in those kind of situations, you would have the Beast and Belle off into like the armory where you could get a picture off to the side because it's really difficult for them if they're in their costumes to kind of go from table to table.
Sure.
But you would at least have a photo op with them,
Like they did,
Some
like
moment.
Cinderella's Royal Table.
like they did at Cinderella's
Yeah.
Royal Table. Exactly.
Oh my god,
That's what
that
I
would
don't-
enrage me. I think.
Because I mean, that's a lot of money for a family of 4. Because it's the average family, right? The
Yes.
family, the 2 kids, the 2 parents. You sit down and you
the
do
cat and the
that.
dog.
The cat and a dog. Yeah,
Picket fence.
all that good stuff, right? 2.5 children.
Toyota Corolla.
Toyota Corolla, or the RAV4, whatever. The soccer mom mobile, whatever. Soccer
God.
dad mobile, whatever. It's a lot. So now that you
That's
know what you're
crazy.
getting into at Be Our Guest, I will say I'm glad I did it. Probably not going to do it again for another long time. I think it would be different if it was just Kristen and myself, but because the 2 kiddos were with us, I don't think they liked it as much as I hope they would liked it.
Yeah.
Because you walk into the place and it's fun, for the first 5 minutes, and then it's just like,
Well,
the
and then
best.
we had the obnoxious
Yeah, we had
the
obnoxious
obnoxious
people next to
young
us.
adult, like 20-some-year-old woman that every time the beast would come out, scream and yell, "Woohoo!" I mean, everybody was looking at her like,
Like a
"You need
bachelorette
to
party.
shut up."
Oh no.
I mean, she was just
Oh.
and she was intentionally doing it to be obnoxious because her friends were laughing.
Of course.
And yeah.
Oh, whatevs. It's fine. So there was that. And I think
Interesting.
yeah, I think overall those are probably the highlights of our trip. I mean, we had the new monthly flavors over at Disney Springs over at the ice cream place. I'm trying to remember.
No, we didn't. We did not make it over to Swirls on the Water.
Not the
Oh, I
swirls
did.
underwater, but we went over to the other place. We went to
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Salt and straw?
Salt and Straw.
Was it Lucky Charms style stuff or was it
Yes.
the okay.
It was
Yeah.
Lucky Charms. It was cereal
Cute.
stuff.
Cute.
So it was really good. And
We did Swirls on the Water.
they were really inconsistent though on the size of the scoops.
That
And for
checks
the
out.
money you pay for the scoops, come on. Because what we ended up doing is having 2 cups, but instead of, and sharing it with the kids. So instead of having 4 cups just for ourselves, I was like, let's get 2 monster. So whoever dipped my ice cream had some really nice scoops, but whoever scooped Kristen's was like anemic scoops.
Oh, not enough
Well,
forearm
our
strength.
daughter,
Got
they
it.
gave
Yeah, not
her
enough
a
forearm
good
strength, I
scoop.
guess.
They gave her a good scoop, but my scoop was like half of everybody else's scoop. And I was like, what is this?
You should weigh it by the as much as you
Like
like Sweet CC's,
Yogurtland?
you should weigh it, yeah, like Yogurtland, just weigh it. It's like, I'm paying you $25 for this this ice cream. Please give me the same amount.
Like, actually scoop it. Don't leave it hollow in the center. Like, pound that scoop in there.
Yeah,
Get
you're
that
supposed to do
ice
that.
cream.
Get the
I want my money's worth.
You definitely
You didn't
should.
go to Swirls on the Water?
No, we missed out on swirls
So-
this time.
They changed their flight thing. Well, since the last time I was there, they might have done this when you were there. But we always order the flight because I want to get all the flavors. And they
Yeah.
updated the tray. So now it's all one piece.
Oh.
It's not the separate cups. It's all cups in one little tray.
Oh,
Wow.
no, that's different than last time.
It was really cool. I was like, oh, this is much better because they used to do with like the little mini martini glasses, which was like
Oh, yeah.
aesthetically interesting. But this was way easier to eat. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, that's good.
It was lemon strawberry, peach raspberry, and classic Dole vanilla, pineapple vanilla.
Very nice.
All 3 were delightful.
Can't beat that.
Yeah.
Hard
No.
to beat it. Well,
Successful trips all around.
good. Yes.
$72. They
It
don't
was
even take a
was
picture.
expensive.
It was
Raglan
almost
Road.
$300.
Well,
Nah.
just the preview for Raglan Road. Raglan Road was good. I still like it when Chef Dundon did it because I feel like Chef Dundon was the magic of Raglan Road. So maybe they lost a little bit of a step. We used to say that Raglan Road was our Disney must do, one of them at Disney Springs. The other one with Chef Art Smith's Homecoming, which we love Chef Smith anyway, and we did get some moonshine, but we didn't get the charcuterie that we normally get there.
We couldn't get a reservation.
It was
That's
hard
fine.
to get
It's busy.
reservations.
Busy
Yeah,
time.
it's super busy.
Yeah.
But Raglan Road we'll save for another day. That was really good. It was the week of St. Patrick's Day. So they
Oh,
were
that's
getting ready.
right.
They
It
were
was
getting
the
ready for
day before the
Day
kickoff
before.
of all that.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
day
that's
before
right.
the Mighty Festival. So everybody and their brother were there. And
It checks
the
out.
dancers were great. Entertainment was great. The band was good as always.
Don't give it all
Food.
away.
Yeah, sorry. We'll do it for the next
We'll
show.
get there.
Sorry.
Next week.
We can talk
Okay.
about that in the rodeo.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We got to talk about Toy Story for sure.
Oh my God, I thought you were talking about the actual rodeo, which is very funny because I've been talking about the rodeo all day today. So
Oh, have you been to the rodeo?
No, but for an event we're doing, we're hiring a mechanical bull, but it's a shark.
Oh boy.
Oh
So
my
every time we
gosh.
talk about it, we're calling it the Shark Rodeo.
The shark rodeo.
I love it.
Very nice.
My job
Does
is
it play
so dumb.
Does it play the John Williams theme?
I don't know what it's gonna do yet, but maybe. I gotta write the show first.
Or I guess maybe it'll play Baby Shark. Maybe it'll play Baby Shark. Who knows?
God, it's like
shark.
kids like 5 to 14, so I think it might be a mix of the two.
Very nice.
So it's gonna be
Very
an
nice.
interesting time.
I love it.
Is that it?
Sorry.
I'm waiting for Kristen to wrap up the show. I'm just sitting there going, okay.
Okay. If you are hungry for more dining at Disney, please check out my YouTube channel where I post weekly videos. Also, you want to subscribe so you don't miss anything. I think next time I'm going to be doing, yes, my next video should be on the new items we tried at Flower Garden Festival. If you're looking for anything else, you can find us on all of your favorite social media platforms and at diningatdisney.com. And soon we will have Patreon for you. Very soon.
All right.
So.
Well, very good. Well, if you're loving the show, you'll definitely want to check out Sorcerer Radio at srsounds.com, streaming Disney music 24/7, featuring our podcast Mondays at 1 p.m. Eastern. Tune in at srsounds.com, everywhere you can get that free app. Roku, Alexa, they got it. Go get it. You can find me, Al John Go, on Instagram. Check out my other podcast called Skull Rock Podcast with world-renowned author, animator, filmmaker Dave Bossert. We have got a lot of great Imagineers coming. Hey, and next week we're going to be at the Animation Y'all Expo here. Andreas Deja is going to be there. John Pomeroy, myself, Dave, the Bancroft brothers. We're going to talk about Disney. We're going to talk about Don Bluth and American Tail and Fievel and all that good stuff. So Disney Plus over there at Animation Y'all Expo in Nashville. If you're there, we're going to be there. Check it all out at Skull Rock Podcast. And of course, Al John Go, ALJONGO on Instagram. Kat?
You can find me on Instagram at catastrophe at CAT_ASTROPHE. If you're looking to use one of our affiliates, Amazon, Garden Grocer, Kingdom Stroller, Stitch in Time, you can find them at diningatdisney.com or, of course, in the show notes below. If you liked today's episode, and we hope you did, please like, subscribe, share it with your fellow Disney foodies, tap the notification bell.
Bing!
Leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen. It helps. It means a lot to us. We love your feedback. Whether you were listening, watching, we hope today's episode made you hungry, and we'll encourage you to tune in again next week when we talk about something else. Until next time, I've been Kat. That's been Kristen and Aljon. Bon appetit.
The information and opinions expressed in this podcast are for entertainment and informational purposes. All other trademarks mentioned are the property of their respective owners.